There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Belly of Tea. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down, oh blow me bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down low.
All right, and welcome everyone to the much anticipated, not too long overdue, because as I've been saying, been consistent, and consistency is the key to a successful and exuberant life. Today's session will actually be a TED Talk on how to live a fulfilling role-playing life run by myself and these 4 people that I've tricked into doing it. No, just kidding, we're playing Skull and Shackles. So, without further ado, we're just going to go around the table, have everyone introduce themselves, tell us who they're playing, and we're going to dive into a delightful recap of last session's happenings by none other than Wakir. Because, Patrick, you've just got a look on your face that says, I want to tell a story. And I'm excited about that. Nope, he didn't even flick me off. Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
Yeah, completely and totally misjudged.
Well, but I gotta push you to your boundaries. That's how you learn. You grow. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. All right, so with that being said, let's go around the table. We're going to go Atomic, Blau, Zeb, and Patrick. Take it away, gentlemen.
Hey everybody, I'm Atomic. I'll be playing the role of Harlan Blackmane, our Nature's Fang druid with an uppity bird named Blackbeak, who is just having a pretty good time. Yeah, just really having a good time. Better than the time he had back in Devil's Arch. So you know, he's doing all right. Doing all right.
Right. Howdy, everybody. I'm Blau. I'm playing Caius the Kinless, our Asmodean anti-paladin, and enduring my now companion Nisara.
Greetings and salutations. I'm Zim. I'm going to be playing our human fighter Edward Tarbos.
And I am Wakir twice drowned. I am a cleric of Besmara. I go by Lights Fantastic Online. Patrick to Charlie, if you didn't know his real name up at the very top.
My actual name is Charles. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome,
Charlie.
Sir Charlie.
Oh.
Anyway, in our last session, Caius the Kinless decided it was time to raid a city or a village that we had made a deal about raiding, and yeah, we tore that up quite a bit. It was not pretty if you were on the other side. It was gorgeous if you were on our side. If you missed it, well, luckily, Der Wolf, who's now invisible right now because his cat keeps walking in front of me, luckily recorded it for you, so you can.
Only half of it though, because I forgot to switch the map.
Yeah, but still, he was
overlay.
doing very. He was still.
I was describing
very
it.
descriptive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you'll get the idea. So, yeah, that's it.
Love it, love it. And after you returned to your new, well, I would say your new pit stop, maybe your home base, as it were, that you guys have set up, you've created a kind of alliance with one Amalita village, which is run by their local shaman by the name of Azalif. Everyone just calls him Kolmea is his name. But with that being said, we open our scene with the Devil's Deed on its way northwest from the Sargavan lands, or Kava lands, as it were, which is part of the Mwangi Expanse, but kind of its own entity. And you guys are en route back towards Goat's Head, which has become a kind of a local stop for you guys. You were able to offload some supplies, plunder that you had retrieved last time, and you are on your way back. As you are traveling, this is maybe the 3rd day leaving the Kava lands of the Mwangi Expanse, we cut to a scene at the bow of the Devil's Deed. We cut to a scene at the bow of the Devil's Deed, and we see that on this particular morning, Captain Caius, you find yourself up at the bow of the ship. Perhaps you were just taking in the air. Perhaps you were just maybe taking a moment to breathe. Thank you for the sub, Patrick. I appreciate you. But we find you at the bow of the ship, and you've been alone there for a while, perhaps contemplating. Even your little companion that you've been dealing with, tolerating, as it were, even she is leaving you to yourself. But you hear the telltale sounds of boots, this kind of clip, or clunk, clunk, clunk. And perhaps you look over your shoulder. You actually see Sandra Quinn with her telltale pipe, a little bit of smoke rising up. And as it rises up, it very quickly is dissipated off the starboard side, the right side of the ship. But she approaches and she smiles, nodding to you, Captain Caius. A copper for your thoughts, Captain Caius.
Well, I'm pleased with our take, though. Just worried about some things the crew might have said.
Anything in particular, Captain? Though I realize that I do not hold a position of authority, ship, and I do not mean that begrudgingly at all, the crew does speak to me, and they have problems. You are no different, Captain. If you... She pauses. You need an ear, sir.
He clucks his tongue at that and nods a little bit before pausing and saying, "Oh, just the proclivities of life, the circumstances of my upbringing. I've been informed that the crew might turn against me faster than they might another captain, which hasn't been an issue yet, and I doubt it will be, but it's something to keep me up at night."
She takes that in. She steps forward, sort of matching where you stand. You have the railing of the ship. The bow of the ship sort of rises up ever so slightly. You can see the sprit, the bow sprit, which is that long pole out the front of the ship. It rises up, and it gives you a nice kind of view of where the ship is traveling. And although it's a little windy, it's a little wavy here today, the ship is very much just kind of cutting through these particular waves. Not a lot of rocking back and forth. She takes a long draw. You can see the embers ignite in her pipe. Captain, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think we are a product of our upbringing? Or do you think we can make a choice as to what we become? Before you answer, Captain, I was not always a priestess of Besmara. At one point, I lived in Corvosa, and I was a student of the Corvosan College of Magic.
Academy.
She nods. The how, the why, are not important for what I am trying to discuss with you. All that is important is that my upbringing would seem to have indicated that I was to become a wizard or a master of magic, the arcane type of magic. But now, I stand here on board your ship at its bow, dedicating my life to the priestess of the sea, Asmara. Was I a product? Go ahead.
I don't think anyone's a product of their upbringing. I think someone's upbringing determines what choices they can and cannot make, and then those choices determine what choices they can and cannot make in the future. For example, I have made some choices that tie some of my hands, and I've made choices that influence the decisions of others. The fact that I still choose to wear the holy symbol of Asmodeus, and the fact that I still choose to serve him will influence the crew's decisions to serve me or not.
She nods. She thinks. She draws that in. Her pipe embers ignite once again.
What I think the crew doesn't quite grasp is that we aren't fighting the Asmodeans. We're fighting the Chelaxians. I hold no loyalty to Cheliax. Their monarchy cut a deal with Asmodeus or whatever archfiend they cut a deal with, and good for them. They got something out of it. I'll cut my own deal, but I'm not loyal to Cheliax.
May I make a suggestion, Captain?
Aye.
The next time whenever we run into Chelaxians, be it now or later, make a show of it.
I think I can do that.
He nods. Despite what the crew says, Captain, and despite the fact that you have dedicated your life to Asmodeus, I think the Lady of the Sea has taken a liking to you. Nods, takes her pipe, her little chuckle, turns, and she walks back towards the stern of the ship, leaving you to your thoughts.
He nods and turns back to the bow.
As you turn back to the bow, you hear from the crow's nest, "Sails! Sails on the horizon! Looks to be 2 of them! They appear to be engaged! What are your orders, sir? What are your orders? Orders, orders, orders!" As the message travels around the deck of the ship.
Cass will turn over his shoulder and call back, "Begin the approach!"
Begin the approach, begin the approach, begin the approach, begin the approach, sails, brood,
And
no, adjust course, adjust
kind
course.
of walk his way back down towards the rear of the ship
I love that.
and try to get his officers together.
And officers, you are able to gather together. Harlan, good old Caius there, of course, Edward, and Wakir. You're able to all gather together and prepare. Up in the crow's nest, Arietta Banson, with her donated, perhaps, spyglass, is taking a little look. It's a loan, not forever, just a loan.
Yeah.
It
It probably lives in the crow's nest most of the time.
She's calling out what she's seeing, but it gives you guys a moment to discuss what you'd like to do and how you'd like to approach this situation that we find ourselves in. Wakir, do you join them as well, sir?
You're muted.
You want us in the back? There we go.
Well, that's just where we're gathering up. Wherever, it doesn't really matter. I think we have to be in the back because I think Harlan's steering.
Yeah,
Is
Harlan's
Harlan on the
or
helm?
you know what? He's probably got what's his face on the wheel.
Narwhal.
He's watching him.
Narwhal could
Narwhal's
be
on
doing
the
it,
wheel. Yeah,
Narwhal's
he's
been
good.
learning from him how to steer the boat. He's loving it. Loving every minute of it.
Have somebody strong to be able to hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
calling up to the crow's nest. What degrees? And she's like, 20 degrees to the port. And he's like, adjusting course. And you can hear all the crew is hustling, bustling around, making adjustments, which leaves you guys time to discuss what you'd like to do as Arietta continues to call out what she's seeing. So before you begin your conversation, she calls out that she sees 2 particular boats. One of them appears to be a small galleon. Appears to be maybe a merchant ship or something. The other does appear to be a pirate ship, as that it is flying skull and crossbones. She does not, from this distance, though, however, recognize what or who this particular captain or pirate crew may be. Please continue and discuss.
Can she tell what direction they're facing? Are we coming at their bow? Are we coming at their
You
stern?
would be coming at their stern. So both ships, if you imagine. So if these are the 2 ships, I don't know if you can see my hands. They're like one is like rammed its bow into the other one, and so they're kind of creating like a little triangle, like a little V shape. Okay, it's like a little V shape like this. You guys are approaching from this side up towards the opening in the V shape. So they are facing away from you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I got you.
Okay, brilliant.
I'd like to take both of them if we can.
Ooh.
Whichever vessel is larger, we take with us. Whichever vessel isn't, we leave, or is in worse shape. If we can't manage to take them both, we come upon them and one side's clearly winning. I think we aid the weaker side, or aid the stronger side, rather. And if we just squabble over the spoils, then we squabble. Any opinions?
Anybody flying like sail that's worth their salt is on the lookout for us.
Aye.
I agree we hit them first.
I want to
about
get
the
close
only
enough to see the situation first.
We could, I say we come up on the starboard side of the merchant vessel.
Are either of the vessels larger than the other one?
Yes, the merchant vessel is larger than the pirate
Yeah,
ship.
it was like a galleon or something.
Hmm.
It's a worthy prize, and if it's not too damaged by the fighting.
Mhm.
Then I say we come up alongside the merchant vessel, let them fight it out, and take the weakened pirate crew and take the merchant ship for ourselves.
Ooh, sassy. I love that.
I'm gonna holler up to it's Arietta, right? The
Yes.
crow's nest. The merchant ship. What flag are they flying?
Moment, sir. Looks through the spyglass. Sargosen! It appears to be the same type of ships we've fought before, sir.
Certainly didn't make too many friends with them.
We're not going to piss anyone off. Any more than we already have by flying the black, I mean.
I was about to say.
Let's go hunting.
And at the
We're
mention
agreed then?
of let's go hunting, yes.
As Besmara wills.
Ooh, love that. Love that Bismara is willing things. All right.
I'm gonna get back up here.
Love that. Love that. All right. So as you
Edward,
guys
See to the men load the crossbows. Harlan, be ready to lead the archers. I'm going to be ready to board.
Aye, Captain.
So I'm going to cut you to a different scene here. I want to give you guys a glimpse of what you are going to be approaching and what the situation is going to look like as you get close to this particular ship, So we watch, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot you guys over to a brand new map. And for the kids at home, I'm also going to pivot you guys over to a brand new battle map. All right, cool. So this is your ship up on the top kind of right side of the map approaching. And you had mentioned the starboard side, so the right side. The merchant ship is represented by the light brown ship, okay, with a bunch of the blue folks on it. And you see there's a bunch of buccaneers. And it appears that the fighting has spilled over to both ships. Neither side appears to be winning in this particular moment. Couple things, and I need some perception checks from your crew. You guys, the four of you can make perception checks. Want to see if you notice a couple of strange things.
Oh, there we go.
Edward.
Thank God.
Edward in the clutch. Edward, you notice that the ballista on this merchant vessel, they are pointed not towards the pirate ship. They're actually pointed in your direction. That seems a bit strange. You also notice with a 27 that a lot of the fighting almost looks to be fake. Like cling, cling, cling. Like it's very staged in it. And as your ship gets closer, you are not going to get surprised, which is a good thing, because I think, Edward, you might be seeing through this deception.
Mm-hmm.
You might be seeing through this deception. So I want to give you a moment to tell the rest of the crew what you've noticed in this moment.
In the immortal word of a certain admiral, it's a trap.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah, and just convey to everybody that we are falling into a trap right now.
This is a trap. This is a trap. And at the mention of this as a trap, almost as though if on key, several ballista from that vessel fire at your ship. Now, the good news is, because you noticed it was a trap, Narwhal has started to steer away from the two ships. And we watch as the ship pivots and those ballista bolts sploosh into the water. Sploosh into the water. But all of those two ships quickly begin to raise sails. And we cut to a little bit of a decision. Do you guys wish to simply charge into close combat and take them? Or do you wish to attempt to kind of fend them off? It would be 2 versus 1. In this particular moment, it does appear that they are kind of tied together. So you want to make maybe a profession sailor check. I can give you some more information on what might be the better choice here.
I'll just cast Fog Cloud.
Ooh.
I can do it 150 feet away.
Okay.
So we'll put the Fog Cloud
Love that.
right here.
Okay.
And let's see, that will be spreads in a 20-foot radius. I'm taking it this is the ballista.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll put it right.
Which way is the wind blowing? Is there any way we could get it so it keeps blowing into the ships?
The wind is blowing from your stern, actually, in this moment.
So it would blow into them.
It would blow into them, yes. It would move the fog cloud into them as you see
Even
fit.
as
But
they
it
would
would,
try to turn.
but it would mask your approach if you wanted to get up next to them.
Yeah, moderate wind disperses in 4 rounds. Strong
Mhm.
wind disperses in 1 round.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's your choice on how you want to handle it.
give you so you can read that. So.
You hear a bunch of the crew. Captain, what are your orders?
Bring us alongside the one. They'll have to fight across the other to get to us.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Prepare boarding action. Prepare boarding action. Boarding action. Boarding action. And what we're going to do is I'm going to move the ship up. I'm going to leave all of you.
Is there any
free
way as we approach can we fire our ballistas in on them?
Absolutely, you can.
Oh, yeah.
What's going to
Hammer.
happen? What's going to happen is you guys are going to shoot them. And
Because I was prepping crossbowmen, so I'd like anybody who could shoot. I want them shooting down onto that deck.
so what we're going to do is I'm
it's
going to
gonna be
give
a
you
miss,
guys a single volley into them at the beginning. The volley
How
will
old are our
deal
token?
2d6. I'm also going to fix the tokens because I pivoted the tokens around and made everything look all crazy. That's all right. I'll get the crew back at home all over there. We're having some fun. We're getting a little crazy. All right, let me do that.
Remember, it's a 50% miss chance because of the fog.
That is true.
Yeah,
Or you just, I mean,
even to spook them.
Yeah, even if you're just firing into the fog, I mean, it still might.
Mhm.
There is a
Make 'em
good
shock.
chance you could hit some guys. So go ahead,
Yeah.
position yourselves. There is a sickening kind of crunching noise as Narwhal basically rams side of the ship into the stern of their ship. It's okay. You've got like 2 feet of wood. I watched this really cool video on like how old ships were made, and they were fucking amazing. But I digress. But we hear the kind of sickening crunch of wood, the scraping of that wood, the groaning of the ship. The ship comes to a sudden stop. Before that happens, though, you guys can roll a 2d6 volley into the enemy. Go ahead, whoever's feeling lucky, roll me that 2d6.
I burnt my luck, so whoever
7.
wants to.
Not bad. Not frickin' bad. And with that being said, my friends,
Initiative.
we're gonna roll some initiative and get weird. All right.
Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom.
And
As the ships make contact, Pass would have casted Savage Maw.
Yes.
I already have my armor.
This will be a fun,
armor on.
fun fight. Things are gonna get
This
weird.
fucking bird, man. It's high ass decks.
We're gonna have a couple of new characters in the fights today.
If Ratatouille's in the fight, I'm surrendering.
How do you think we get him? They're just like, here, just take him and go.
Really? That's the line, Patrick? You'll start a mutiny, but if Ratatouille shows up, that's the bar?
Bold choice. Bold choice, Cotton. Bold choice. One of these days. So I found out that there is a API that I can add that lets me roll like a bunch of initiatives all at once. I just have to build character sheets for them. So, Papa Wolf here might be building character sheets at some point. Being able to just click one button and have them all go at the same time would be amazeballs. But that's a mission for another day, probably this week. Also, small shameless.
I mean,
Go ahead.
you could also simplify this pretty heavily by just putting different colored borders on your tokens and like having 2 or 3 groups of baddies under different colors.
I could, but also, I don't want to do that. All right, is everybody in? Let's get weird. All right. Ooh, Captain Grotus. Captain Grotus calls across. You can hear this gruff, guttural kind of voice. And he calls across. It's been a long time since I've been, well, that is to say, a long time since someone's seen through the tricks. You'll be a fun prize to take. And, does anyone have knowledge local?
I believe
Probably.
Harlan.
Yeah, no, I do not. Actually.
I do. Harlan
Nope.
does.
Weird. 23. Nope. So you got a glimpse of him on the other ship before the fog cloud was cast. That's a hobgoblin. He's a hobgoblin guy. Also, give me a, with the knowledge local, you actually recognize him as Captain Grotus Savard. S-V-A-R-D. Captain Grotus Savard. He is not a free captain. He's just one of the captains, and he is known for, one of the reasons he's not become a free captain under the Pirate King is because he's known for attacking his own. He loves to take other pirate ships. He'd rather trick another pirate ship and basically take their ill-gotten gains as his own than actually take his own ill-gotten gains. He's like a pirate of pirates. He's a real piece of shit.
Harlan will yell, or yell for people to pass it on. The hobgoblin is the captain. He's a son of a bitch. Get him first.
I love it. All right, cool beans. So he is going to make his way with his movement and actually get over to that ship.
I don't think I've ever had a turn order bar that wants to be this big.
Blackbeak, squawk!
Alright, Blackbeak is going to fly his little feathery ass, big
Love
feathery
it.
ass actually,
Love it.
down to, he's gonna go hang out near Wakir. So he's gonna swoop, fly under the sails, go, and he's gonna land up next to Wakir, and he's gonna chill. Because Harlan's not, Wakir gets into some shit. So,
Love it. Cool.
I don't know why I can't click Nassara, but I cannot make her invisible because like her little thing isn't popping up for the settings cog. So
Hold on.
she would be though.
Oh, interesting. Oh, you know why? Because I have her set up as being a drawing, not an actual token. But I've just fixed it to now you can do it.
There we go.
He's invisibles. All right, that pirate is going to hop across over to there. This pirate here, gonna make her way over to here. This little pirate here sees his opportunity, runs up, is gonna take a pot shot at the guy wearing the big armor because he looks scary. He's got black hair, except he can't see him. But what he can see is Arietta up in the crow's nest. So he's going to stay back here. Actually, no, the fog cloud would be up. He can't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to move up. He's going to prepare himself. Nassara, it is her turn.
Nassara is going to cast Suggestion on Captain Grotus.
Ooh.
Her once a day suggestion.
Ooh. Jump in the water. Drop yourself. Wow. What?
No. Single combat's an honorable way to resolve a prize.
Ooh, I like that.
It's a DC 15. I think it's not very high.
Everybody says? Nope. He got it. Shakes his head. Shakes his head. That was a dumb idea. Kill them all!
What'd you do to that idiot?
Harlan, you're up next.
Harlan's gonna cast Aspect of the Falcon on himself.
I imagine every time you do that, there's just this soundbite that plays, just
Like
Screeching.
the
Well,
Western.
His
yes,
eyes,
Yes.
Red tail
His-
hawk.
Yeah, his
Exactly.
eyes actually turn like bird-like, and he actually gets feathers on the side of his head when he does it. It's part of the thing.
I was
so-
just gonna say, can you just get one feather that pops out randomly someplace?
I was gonna shoot a crossy bowie at the only person she can see, which is Wakir. And we're gonna see what happens. So that's going to be a really shitty attack roll. But you never know, crazier things have happened. 20! God damn.
20% miss, yes.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah. Yep.
Here we go. 71. You gotcha.
No,
And that
she
is going
barely got me.
to be...
Barely got.
Next. You take a whopping 2 damage as an arrow nicks your shoulder. Thunk.
Oh.
Swick. Woo-hoo. Alright, this pirate here is like, I can't see shit. And he's going to bumble around in the fog. And somebody roll me high or low. E100, high or low? Tell me.
Already rolled.
I'll-
Someone else do it.
I'll roll. High or low? High.
Low.
Ooh, I heard high. He doesn't bumble his way off the side of the ship. He catches the railing.
I didn't hear
Almost.
high, I heard low.
Well, I heard.
You said high.
Hi. There it is. Owlbear goes buh, and is going to move forward, but slowly. He bumps into Captain Caius, and he looks at Captain Caius, and his expression says buh. And Captain Caius, what do you say back to him?
Let's go over the side.
Buh! And he's going to make an acrobatics check. Oh, Owlbear
Jesus.
Hawthorne,
Okay.
nimble as fuck. He's in the thick of it. Crimson Cogsword is going to move into the fog. Inwu is gonna move over. This pirate here can also see. 18 on you, Wakir.
No.
Swing and a miss. Pirate moves up. Captain Caius. Caius, you're up next.
He's gonna take his time and move carefully across, taking a full round action to go across. That'll make it good enough to roll a check.
I love that journey for you. Alright, this guy's gonna wait. Fuck your choice round, you're up next.
Arkir is about to start calling out
Yeah.
a story, and he catches himself. He steps forward 5 feet.
Okay.
And then... Okay, so... Right here... Well, first of all, you see him grab... Suddenly a piece of seaweed appears in his hand.
Love that.
Says a verbal command. Somatic. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And he casts Cloud of Seasickness, which is a
remember this.
Besmaran only stinking cloud,
Remember
basically.
this.
And
Yes.
It's right here in the middle.
Oh,
It is a 20-foot by 20-foot cloud.
it's horrible.
We lost Blau for a second.
Oh, we didn't.
There we go.
Blau would never leave us.
And Fortitude 15, since it's a conjure race.
Oh,
The
oh, that's
poison effect.
brutal. That is nasty.
If
Oh,
Oh, and they're sickened instead of nauseated too. Oof.
still terrible for them. You said Fortitude? What's 15?
Yeah, DC.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of them that have to make this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and then there's Buccaneer, 8, and then the captain himself. He's good. But, ooh, quite a few of them failed, actually. So we've got, so she is nauseated, so we got the vomiting
Sickened.
one.
sick,
Oh,
not
sickened?
nauseated, sickened.
Sickened is good. It's still pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, so we got sickened. So 1, 2, 3, 3 of them seems to have failed. 1, 2, 3 failed. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Remember, any creature that succeeded but remains in the cloud must continue to save each round on your
And it
turn.
acts as fog cloud, correct?
Well, that
So-
acts as stinking cloud.
Sting Cloud, which acts as Fog Cloud, which means it'll dissipate in one round. But that's one additional round where they still have to make the check, which is good. Is Blau gone forever?
No, he said be right back.
Okay,
And
no worries. Edward, you're up next.
I'm going to follow my captain and just take a full round action to not go face first onto the next deck like last
Love
time.
that. This pirate here sees an owlbear and thus is going to swing on an owlbear. Her attack roll is pretty okay. 9 is nope. Owlbear. So she swings and owlbear takes his club and just ting, boom. And you see him start to shake. He's about to drop into a rage. He's not about this life. She is not feeling good. But she is going to step forward, but has to take double her movement to get there. Arietta looks down at the lady that tried to shoot at her, and she's been practicing with Harlan, so she's going to take her longbow. She's going to take a pot shot at this guy for 21. And it's composite, because that's fun. 7. A thunk. This lady takes right here. This lady takes 7 as air. Thunk. You hear Arietta shout down at her like, "That's how you shoot a bow, you piece of shit!" She looks over at Harlan. Thumbs up. And next up is this pirate, who is also going to swing. Oh my god. Confirmed critical miss? What? You are dazed for 1 round? Parry, dodge, spin, thrust. So she goes to slash at Owlbear. Owlbear takes like his club and just goes buh and like basically checks her in the face, just like thunk, and she's just like ooh. Yeah, that is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. All right, this one here sees Edward. She's gonna go for it. 18.
Nope.
Swing and a miss. This pirate back here is gonna hold. This pirate here is feeling sickened, is gonna try to get out of the cloud. She's gonna make an acrobatics check. What's her acrobatics? Not great. Not awful, but not great. 19 is enough. She's gonna get across the other side. This pirate here is gonna back off the cloud. This pirate here is gonna push up through the cloud, get to here. Narwhal's just gonna hold the line on the wheel. A Ratline's gonna go, and he's gonna move forward. He's gonna acrobatics over to here, and he's got a pretty good acrobatics. 16's good enough, yeah. And he's gonna try to stab this lady right here. Oh, Ratline! What?
Nice,
Doesn't confirm.
Ratline.
Doesn't confirm. But it's still a D6 plus 3 for 8 damage on her. She's already taken a little bit of damage from that volley, which is fantastic. Sandra Quinn is going to move up into the cloud, and she is simply going to cast Bless. Everyone is blessed by the sea goddess herself, Besmara. And we got some more pirates that are going to hold. This
I
one's
feel
gonna
warm and
try to
fuzzy.
hit. 15, get up to here. He's going to swing on Ratline. 17 does hit Ratline, but he has a 20% miss chance. 31, it is a hit, unfortunately. So Ratline is going to take a little bit of damage as he slashes with his sword. They're wielding cutlasses. And Ratline takes 7 damage. Not great, but not terrible. Okay. Pirate's going to try to maneuver out, but he has to make an acrobatics check. Move at full speed. He succeeds. So he'll get around to here. All right, that was the end of that round. Captain, not liking being in this cloud, just going to double move over to here. Blackbeak, you are a bird. What would you like to do?
Blackbeak would like to do bird things. Shouldn't the clouds be moving since it's
Yes.
got a wind every turn?
Yes, so the clouds are going to move
Uh,
a little bit.
yeah, no, Blackbeak's gonna hang out next to Wakir, and if Wakir ever looks at the bird's just gonna look up at him, like, cock its head to the side, and it's like, you know, Harlan's
Squawk?
Harlan's
Blink
kind of
one eye at a time.
yeah. Harlan, yeah, just a wink. So yeah, he's gonna hang out near Wakir. Actually, well, he's staying on. Actually, can't move there because he's staying on top of the demon thing. But so yeah, no, he's gonna follow him around, be his
That'll
backup,
work.
be his battle buddy.
But he
Killed a man, you know.
Eat a man.
Moves up, sees Caius. She's gonna go for him. 18's a miss. No, 18's
18's
a
a
hit. Oh. Okay, Caius takes 6 damage. She slashes down on him. Next up, we have this pirate here who is gonna step forward and it's gonna slash. Actually, try to stab you with a boarding pike. Walk here. He's actually going to try to stab you with a boarding pike, which is a real dick move, dare I say.
That's the technical term, yes.
16's
No.
probably a miss. Excellent.
it hits
Miss Sarah.
it looks like it's about to, man. It just hits a force field.
Love that.
Just stop.
Ah! Tink! What the hell?
Going to fly over to here with Invisibilitoire. If he can see it, good for him.
Not.
And she's going to attempt to sting him.
Ooh, you're sassy.
The 27 to hit,
That'll play.
2 damage,
Ow.
and DC 13 fort save.
He is going to... Now, does she have greater invisibility or just
No, she has
invisibility?
regular ass invisibility.
All right, so she appears next to him.
He does appear.
That's scary for her. And he is going to curse at her. Also, 20% miss chance because she's attacking in the fog cloud. She hits him. All right, and he has to
Okay.
make a fortitude save.
Yep.
All right.
DC 13.
You got it.
All right, great. And as a swift action with her feat, what is the feat called? Quicken spell-like ability. She can do this 3 times a day. She's going to go back invisible.
Oh, he's gonna be like, fucking God, demons. They might be Chalaxians. Which is both wrong on so many levels because Chalaxians worship devils and
Yes.
he's not smart. That's the impression I'm trying to give.
He's a hob.
He's a hobgoblin. Yeah, he's not smart, but it's okay. All right, next up is Harlan Blacketh Maineth.
Mr. Harlan Blacketh Maineth. Okay, still on the edge of the cloud, so I have to risk the 20%. But
Risk it to get the biscuit.
yeah, I'll risk it. So it's time to do some whipping. Some whipping. It's the name of Harlan's first album. God, select token thing is gonna kill me. So, yes.
I like this battle so far. It's very dynamic. There's a lot going on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys are doing awesome.
You dad.
You're welcome, son.
Oof.
Proud of you. Oh no! Who are you
Ah.
shooting?
I was shooting at this man.
That man right there. All right, let me double check something. That actually might not confirm because they don't have great AC. Ooh, that does confirm, unfortunately. So we're gonna
Fantastic.
shuffle this deck. I'm gonna draw the crit miss card. Range, you are exhausted. Fort negates.
There's fortitude. Save.
Oh
What's the DC?
man, DC is his AC, which is a 16.
His AC?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Got a decent 20.
Oh, thank God. Okay, you're not exhausted. That would have been horrible for this fight.
Yeah.
So you go to pull back, and as you do so, you
Pull
feel a muscle, like your back spasm. You're like, ah, and you
Oh,
let
fuck.
go. Like you didn't stretch well enough. You got to do some more yoga in the morning.
No, I should have stretched before I did this shit. It's like going to a gym.
Pirate yoga. From across the deck, you hear
Pirate
Blackbeak go.
yoga.
You hear Blackbeak go, squawk! Like, I told you, but you don't listen to me. There it is. That's
Bodies,
beautiful.
bro.
I imagine that's a common argument between the two of them.
Yes.
I just imagine Blackbeak before combat, doing some like bird stretches. Like,
Yeah, like the wings go up and the
Yeah.
wings, and it's doing it. It's like pretending to dive.
Come on.
Pretending to dive. It's like getting ready.
Yeah.
Hopping around the
Need
deck.
some people.
All right, this pirate here is going to cry a lot. No, I'm kidding. She's going to move up, and she's actually going to provoke from Caius as she gets up to here. And actually
Yeah.
provoke from Wakir.
And wouldn't she provoke Albert?
Owlbear as well. Yeah, Owlbear is going to try to give him the boots.
He's going to attempt to do his AOO with his bite. And that's a good call.
That
Oh.
was amazing.
Oh.
So that is 8 plus 5. That is 13 damage. That
That's
does
also
confirm.
2 bleed.
13 damage.
Because on a crit,
2
it deals bleed damage.
Minus 2. She is now
And
bleeding.
I get a drink. Yes.
Yeah. You
Got a
rip
piece
out
of
a
her forearm
portion of
missing.
her throat, which sucks for her. And she actually drops, falling in between the two ships as they separate for a moment. And then before she hits the water, you see the two ships collide back together. And there's a sickening crunching noise as she is crushed. And that is very much a dead lady. That is very unfortunate for her. Very, very unfortunate. All right, so with that being said, this pirate over here is like, didn't see that, thank God, otherwise he might be demoralized. This one here is going to 5 foot to here, and actually he can't really get into a better position. He's just going to maintain his position. Oh no, he is going to 5 foot to give the captain a chance. This pirate is going to swing on Edward. 13's a miss. Owlbear is going to look around, seeing all these guys around him, and is just going to be like, brah, and he's going to rage. And he's going to start with this pirate right here. He's going to try to give him the boops. We'll see what happens. 17 is a hit. 4. 18 damage. All you see, Caius, is just this man's head go into his shoulders. Ah! Wonk! And the guy just
Which one was
drops
it?
to the
This is
deck.
whack-a-mole, exactly.
Just dead.
Damn.
And then Owlbear's brah! He's bah! Just bawing very loudly. It's pretty awesome. And that's his turn, which is a great turn.
I'd just like to say,
Crimson-
I love that for him. I love that for
I
his
love
journey.
that journey for him.
I love that
It's
journey.
beautiful. I
It's
love
a
that journey.
wonderful journey.
Crimson Cogsworth is trying some new tricks. He's actually going to take 2 daggers, and he's going to try to chuck them at the guy across the way. Throwing axes. Like a boarding axe. He's going to do a double boarding axe throw. He's going to try to hit this guy right here. It doesn't have great ranged attack, but you never know. 7. Ooh. Ooh. Well, the crit miss confirms. Oh, and the second one misses. All right, so ranged, you fall backwards 1 square and fall prone. So Crimson is like, goes to throw, like, slips on a line. The one axe goes flying. He stumbles backwards as the other axe just goes flying in the air. And I need someone to tell me high or low.
Low.
Unfortunate. The axe lands right in this square and doesn't end up hitting somebody by mistake, which would have been hilarious, but it's okay. All right. Iwu is going to not do that and is just going to take her own boarding spear and is going to try to stab this guy. Get after it, sister. Oh! I got to double check something.
She hits so good. I love it.
Oh,
Spears
that
are
was,
a 20.
is it a 20? Boarding pike
Yeah, spears are 20.
It's a 20. It's times 3. You're right. All right, and she is going to deal 8 damage to that guy, which is pretty good, actually. He's not looking too good. He's actually looking pretty crispy. This pirate here is going to enter into the fog cloud. This pirate here is still not feeling good, but she sees her opportunity to get into the fight. Captain Caius, you are kind of a vampire.
Yes.
You are a Asmodean, not a Chilaxian. What would you like to do?
And just remember, it's 20%.
Caius is going to delay until after walk here to hopefully get an Inspire Courage.
Love that.
If not, whatever.
All right. In that case, next up is Edward Tarbos. No, wait.
No, it would be the
Walk here.
13.
It would be the 13, which is
13.
this pirate.
Mhm.
Which this pirate is...
Down on the second ship.
Is on the second ship. He's just going to hold. And, oops.
Now it would be what?
No. Wakir, you're up next.
Okay. So, Wakir sees the situation. Who's wondering if there's ways he could help? He could. Can he? No, he cannot. He cannot dismiss the fog cloud. Does not have a dismiss a D next to it in its spell, which means it's just got to stay there. So he starts. Oh, first of all, 5 foot step back, and he starts a rumbling
Ooh.
about, oh gosh, a pirate named Sparrow.
Ooh.
The Red Sparrow.
I love that.
She was the demoness of the seas. Her other name, Besmara. He casts, basically Inspire Courage.
Love that.
So everybody gets a +2.
That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Next up would be then Caius, because you delayed until just after Wakir.
Yes.
+2 hit, +2 damage.
Caius is going to attempt to attack the one to his bottom left, the one beside Owlbear.
Love that.
Does the first hit drop him?
The first hit does indeed drop him.
All right, then he's going to 5-foot step up and bite that one.
Love that. That one's not feeling good already. For 10?
You've
Christ.
bitten 2 people in the matter of 5 minutes.
More like 2 people in a matter of 12 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
it's been nuts. It's been bonkers. Absolutely bonkers.
Just blood spraying everywhere.
Spraying everywhere. Like, well, this wasn't a good idea.
That's all I got.
All right, next up is Edward.
Is this guy in the fog? Like, can I see him?
Just in the outer tips.
Oh, miss chances.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Hold
Nope,
on.
no misses. I got him. I have a macro.
You know what?
So
I'm
my-
going to roll. It's my responsibility. You know what? You
Okay,
missed
I
that
missed.
second one. Ha!
All right.
Gotcha. She's back.
But
Yeah.
I had a 40% miss chance there, I guess.
Well, you were in the thick of the cloud, so yeah.
Hey, get bent.
Hey, Black, fuck you.
Get bent. You're probably still going to win this fight. Get bent. There it is.
The cloud works. It giveth.
So this guy and me are still in the cloud?
Just barely. But yes, there is a 20% miss chance.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're right next to him. So.
You're going to hit him.
Uh,
If you hit him.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yep, both of them. If you swing twice. We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, so let's see here. So it is that and that. How's
24
that?
is a hit. You decapitate him, so he's dead. The 14, however, on the pirate to your bottom, your right-hand side, south of you, that does miss.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate. Next up, speaking of pirates, is this pirate, who's like, holy shit, that owlbear guy is scary. I'm going to swing on him. He's going to go for the boops. 21 is a hit. And that is 9 damage to Owlbear, who does not like that. And then Arietta is going to look around. She doesn't really have any good shots on anybody. I guess this gal right here she'll take a pot shot at. Or no, the one flanking Caius. I'm going to try to shoot at him. Swing and a miss because she doesn't have precise shot. All right, this
But
pirate.
is she getting the +1 from the height advantage?
She is. It's still a miss, unfortunately, because the -4 shooting into melee. This pirate here is going to 5 foot up and is going to go for Edward. He's right there. Might as well. See what happens. 21's miss. Swing and a miss. Pirate here is going to continue to hold. Holding. Holding. This pirate here doesn't really have a good option other than, you know what? She's going to grab a line, and she's going to try to swing across and go for Wakir. Let's see what happens. 16. I'll allow it. DC 15. Boom. She lands right there, and she's going to give him the swings.
Have to go like
17 is a miss on Wakir. That is a miss.
Yes.
Holding the line. Ratline is going to 5 foot back. This guy can't 5 foot into him. And is going to try to stab this one right here. He's got 2 attacks. 15 and a 25. 25 is a hit. 25 is a hit. Right, that is going to be 9 damage.
I love him.
9 damage. He's been on fire lately. She's not looking too good, but she's still standing. He is also going to use Disabling Strike to give her a -2 to her next attack roll, which sucks for her. All right, Sandra is going to look at the crowd, see that everyone seems to be doing fine. She's going to draw her own cutlass, and she's gonna just move up next to, so if Edward gets hurt, she can heal him. Ready in action. Actually move. She already had her cutlass drawn. She'll just ready in action to heal him if he gets hurt. Alright, this guy is still pirate. This guy here is going to 5 foot up, and that Ratline keeps stabbing people, so he's going to go and try to stab him. 20. Encounter. Oh, I did have to roll a mischance. He didn't miss. This guy, though, doesn't miss. He is going to hit Ratline. 7 damage. He's not looking great, but he's still in the fight. He's still loving it. On round 2, the heavy breeze. The heavy breeze does dissipate the 2 clouds, which is unfortunate. And all of these pirates back here had positioned themselves along the side of this ship, and their readied actions go off where they're going to shoot a volley at you guys. And similar to your volley, I need all of you to give me reflex saves. You're looking for a DC 15.
Make sure their bad guys also have to roll a reflex.
Alright. Gonna be 8 damage. And save. Fail for 8. If you succeed, you take half. Save for 4. Save, you're good. 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 Wow. These pirates are doing pretty good. Wow. This guy fails. He's going to take 8 damage. Captain himself saves. Alright, this pirate here. And then, so I gotta make some checks for all of you. These are for all of your allies. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so Owlbear is gonna take some damage. He's not looking too great. Ratline manages to use evasion to escape. Inwu is going to take 8 damage. Crimson is also going to take 8 damage, which is unfortunate. Okay. Sandra manages to dodge. She takes half for 4. And yeah, that's that. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, this pirate here. She's going to swing on Caius because he's fucking terrifying. 14's a miss. Captain Grotus. 5 foot in. He looks at you, Edward. As he looks at you, he says, I'm going to kill you. Then I'm going to take your hat. And he's going to try to give you the boops. Oh.
Ow.
Oh. Oh, no. 17 does not confirm. Does not confirm. However, you do take. Do you have any resistance to fire?
I do not.
Alright. Take 13 damage as he slashes into you. With his +1 keen flaming falcata. Delicious. And Sandra Quinn's ready to action goes off. You heal back 15 HP as she goes, you are healed, and taps you on the back. Almost like she saw that coming. Fantastic. All right, Blackbeak, you are a bird. What would you like to do?
Well, given what he has been doing, he was going to go for some eyeballs, you know, the soft ghibli bits. He's going to attack the lady that swung across and tried to go after his buddy Wakir, because he was ordered to attack anything that attacks our good old priesty buddy. So he's going to bite Claw against that lady.
Oh my god.
Holy mother
all
of
hit.
God.
Oh my
on.
god.
So 8, 6...
Yeah, eviscerate.
All right, so I want you to imagine that she, like, swings across, kind of looks cool doing it, swipes at Wakir, his shield blocks it, she brings her blade back up, and this bird just goes, squack, grabs onto her arm with a talon, basically lands on her, and just proceeds to peck off her face. Just done. And you just hear this and like Blackbeak like disappears over the side of the ship with her, and then quickly flies back up and just like hovers next to Wakir. Very proud of himself.
Once you understand, Wakir doesn't have a weapon drawn. He's just standing there.
Because that's just who he is. Bismara provides, baby.
Just-
Bismara provides.
He's just standing there with his hands.
Alright, this
That's-
pirate's gonna jump across. Start making her way. This
Does
pirate
that-
here is like, holy shit, that bird's terrifying.
And it's a human size too. It's not like
Yeah.
it's a giant ass bird.
I was gonna
That's-
ask.
that
does
is a hit.
Freak anybody out?
That is a hit. Well, I mean, maybe.
I mean, it is described as human size as a baby. It is human size.
Highest, you take 7 damage as you
Alright.
get stabbed with a pike. Isara is still invisible. What'd she like to do?
Zara's gonna 5 foot onto the.
Oh, I didn't realize it did it twice.
God, I can't move. Okay, there we go. And is going to sting. 25 for 4
Real piece
with
of shit.
another DC.
I'm glad that little piece of shit's on our side for now.
All right, makes the
Damn it.
save
Fucking demon! Ah!
and goes invisible for the second time
Ah!
today.
Yeah! Swing wildly and can't hit her. Harlan, you can see everything. Your back stings a little bit, but you're fine.
Oh, I had it muted. Listen to yeah, it does. But that's all right. Just fight through the pain because nothing says after a stretching related injury like just push through it and keep on going.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, with I guess it doesn't make a difference if she's invisible. He's not reacting to her.
Your back hurts?
Um,
Your back hurts? Don't complain about it. Be a man.
Just suck it up. Just suck it up. All right. Cool. He is going to shoot at. He's going to shoot at some of these other archers over here.
Ooh, we love it. We love
Yeah.
to see it.
So let's make sure the token's selected this time, so I don't feel like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Yes. No. No. Yes.
Oh.
24 and a
Oh,
26.
you start with the right hand side, move your way left.
Mm-hmm.
As those 2 arrows go thunk thunk, and he just falls over and drops. And you hear one of them scream, "Archer on the stern of their ship! Focus fire!"
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. That sucks for them. Owlbear's bleeding a lot.
Caius calls for Albert to clear him a path and indicates this one.
Owlbear turns and just goes, "Buh!" And he's gonna swing on her.
Oh,
Yes, good job out there.
Oh, you don't have to tell him twice. Oh my god, I just want to see how much damage it is.
We gotta get this man cleave. Is what we need.
19. 19. He's just
He only rolled a,
and
he
it's
rolled a
just
1
like
on that. It
it's
would've been
a
one. That's
it's
a
a
one
it's
and
a
a 2.
whack, and she just goes flying backwards, smashing through these crates, and is just a pile of dead. And Owlbear, even in his rage, goes "Buh," and then turns back to fighting the rest of them.
I'm gonna make an executive decision for the crew. We gotta get this man a better weapon than a stick.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
an Earthbreaker,
Yeah.
maybe at some point.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Can you imagine him with a 2d6 Earthbreaker?
Oh yeah. No.
Owlbear, look, man. I'm just rolling the dice. The dice are saying Owlbear's the fucking G, right? Love that
If he
journey.
bops, he fucking
He
bops. That
bops.
man is a whomping stick.
He might
man.
might have a 4 intelligence, but he bops. He's got like
That's all we need.
he's got like a 22 strength. That's what I gave him. I was like,
Owlbear,
that's
whomp
funny.
That man.
All right, Crimson's Cogsworth is going to stand up, hope that no one saw what happened, pick up his 1 axe, and then
He's
just get
getting
ready.
a death glare. Edward is giving him a death glare.
He's like, sorry. But he's going to take his move action to, like, at least get across. And he can just hop down. I'll make him make an acrobatics check. He makes it, so he's right there. All right, Inwu is going to... she's like, damn it, Crimson. I was going to... God, damn it. And she's just going to move in, and she can, like, try to stab this lady with her pike. Oh, yeah, that'll play. Oh! So, like, over your head, Edward, you see this pike just come flying and stab her in the neck. Blood sprays out, and that pirate collapses to the deck. And Inwu behind you just nods her head and smiles at you like, we got this shit. Let's go. All right. This pirate here is like, things are not going well for us, but he's going to swing on the captain. 17's a miss. This pirate here is no longer sickened. She does not like Owlbear. She's going to swing on him. A 9 is a miss, even with his super impressive 12 AC. This pirate here is going to take a pot shot at the main man on the other ship, and let's see how far away he is. Ah, he is out of the range increment, so they are taking a minus to these attacks. That sucks for them. Nope. What's your AC? 17? That's a miss.
The 17 will hit.
17 was not an attack on you. The 15 was, and that was all
oh,
it
yeah.
was.
Yeah, the miss.
Wakir, you are a cleric of Bismara. What would you like to do?
All right, so you see this little guy right here?
I do. I see him with my eyeballs.
Okay.
I can see him. Yes.
So I just look at him.
Yeah.
And verbally spout out something in, let's just say, a language of divine casting.
I like that.
And he is compelled to attack the nearest ally.
Ooh.
Hello, darkness.
Yes, he is
friend.
indeed compelled to attack the nearest ally.
Okay, and unfortunately I can't tell him which one it is.
Oh, I'll roll. We'll see what happens.
But, it'll be one of either the captain or the one below.
As the kinless, your path has been cleared.
Caius is going to eat 3 attacks of opportunity.
Oh, interesting. All right, well, let's see what
And
happens.
walk forwards after he lay on hands himself. Touch corruption himself.
Miss. And a hit. Nine.
Not a bad hit.
Not a bad hit.
And as he does this, he takes the hit to the arm, and he drags the blood across the front of his breastplate and draws a circle and then a pentagram, and then lays his hand on the pentagram and channels negative energy to harm.
Oh! Oh no! Oh no! How much damage? Oh!
Oh, shit damage.
Oh, that's shit damage, but that's pretty fucking cool. All right, hold on.
And
That's still 8
that's-
will saves. What's the save on it?
It is DC 16.
All right, so fail.
That's
So
pretty
it's
fucking
hitting-
metal.
It's hitting Ratline and Owlbear, but all of the enemies.
Oh no!
Except for the captain.
Oh no! It's hitting Owlbear.
It's hitting everyone except for, hitting Ratline and Owlbear, but hitting everyone except for the captain.
No. He's good. This guy, 14. What was the DC? 16.
16.
Okay. She's good. I think most of them are failing. Yeah. That's real bad for them.
Even
That
if it's
is-
4 to all of them, that's 1,
That's
2, 3,
really
4,
bad.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like 50 damage.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so you just watch as this wave, this like black pulse. So when I describe positive energy, I describe it as this sort of golden cone, this like dome that pulses out. You see this red symbol as you describe below, this pentagram, and you watch as this black, just like black ball, basically this cone of energy, not cone, excuse me,
Dome?
a dome, thank you.
Yeah.
A dome of black energy just woof, washes out, and you watch as flesh and skin withers, and like people's ears start to bleed. And unfortunately, Owlbear drops unconscious onto the deck, which is
There's, like,
sad.
There's like a fucking mushroom cloud, except instead of a mushroom, it's a pentagram. It's like a whole thing.
That is correct.
fuck just went
Absolutely. That was scary. That's -8. -8. She is dead. This one is not looking good.
That's good for my murders command.
This
yeah.
one.
It does narrow
that's
it down for the
8.
murderous command.
It has been narrowed down.
That's good. This guy here, -8. He's not looking good. They all scream, "Oh my god, they have an Asmodean." Kill that one.
Oh
yeah.
my god. Excuse me. Oh my gods.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there are several of them.
Does that hit her too? Oh!
Yeah. That's why I moved there.
Dead. Dead. That was a really good blow, dude.
That was a clutch
Ratline,
move.
though, he made the save, so he only takes 4. So he's actually still conscious. But he's not looking too good. Edward, you just watched your captain do some scary ass shit. What would you like to do?
I'm having a brain fart. If I take a 5-foot step, I can still hit with my 2 attacks, correct?
Absolutely, brother.
All right. Well, we need to start getting people on this fucking ship. So Edward's going to take a 5-foot, and we're going after Hobby McHobson here.
I love that.
I'm blessed with courage, so here's hoping.
You're blessed and inspired with courage.
Yep. Oh, my days.
Oh, that is
Hey,
unfortunate.
stop that.
That is unfortunate. Both of those are misses, unfortunately. So you swing, cling, cling. He doesn't like that. Ah, so that one over there is your captain. Fair enough. All right, and this pirate here is going to, well, Owlbear's unconscious. Jesus, gonna pivot over to here and be like, fuck that guy. 23's a hit.
Yep.
8 damage. Disengage. Will
There's no need to.
put over to here. Also swing.
Ooh.
Doesn't confirm. Take another 5 damage. Arietta is going to see them starting to surround the captain, so she's going to fire at this one to hopefully do something to him. That's a hit. 9 damage to her. She's still conscious, but she ain't happy. This pirate here is going to drop the bow, draw a sword, move over and try to slash him. 20's a hit.
Hit.
6 damage. This pirate here drops the bow, draws a pike, is now flanking. Oh god. 14 does not confirm.
Nope.
12 damage.
Ooh.
Ow.
Sandra Quinn is like, get to the captain! And not much she can do about it. Oh, shit. She's actually going to move over. She is going to take a double movement to get to here. And she's going to cast Cure Light Wounds on Owlbear to keep him alive. 9 HP. That actually brings Owlbear back to consciousness. Owlbear wakes up screaming, takes a view of the situation, sees his best friend, the captain, surrounded, and Owlbear has just Owlbear has a special ability.
Remember, Ratline's next.
A special ability. That ability is Defend My Captain. And basically, I have given him a special ability because you are bound to him and you did such good role-playing that once per encounter, he may act out of turn and may rush to your side. There's a special ability that barbarians get that's called No Escape. I have given it to him, but it's a little bit different. So basically, he is just going to stand up and quickly move over to you. Now, that does provoke 2 attacks of opportunity, so this may not work out great.
No.
That's a miss.
No.
Oh, no!
Coming on.
No! Well, just from this one here and this one here. Just those 2. This guy's not getting attack of opportunity.
Okay.
But this one here is going to swing. 13 is a hit, unfortunately. Plus 4.
Still raging after one unconscious?
He is.
He probably has the thing that cut your head.
Because that would have helped his AC.
5. 5 is not enough to drop him back unconscious, so he's right up next to you, which is fantastic. Ratline is going to be like, fuck you. He's going to spring over to here. Try to stab that bitch. 10's a miss. Getting in a hold. This pirate here is going to try to stab his captain.
Yes, he is.
9 is a miss. Round 3. The captain is going to not disengage. He's going to provoke from Edward. And he's just going to move over to here to try and stab Caius. That is 1 damage.
And a fort save.
Good.
Yep, has to roll a 1.
Attack of opportunity from this guy.
Ah!
I'm gonna miss. This guy does hit him with his pike. Oh boy. 10 damage. That's pretty good. However, he gets up next to the captain. And he's gonna.
Caius is gonna go ahead and act out of turn and use a what do you call it?
Your, pirate point.
Yeah,
Oh,
pirate
you
point.
gonna
but
use the PP
touch
point?
Corruption. Yes, I'm using PP.
That's good. He's gonna swing on you. Big money, no whammies. 29.
Yep.
That is not a threat. However, that is 17 damage.
That puts me. Actually, it's not 17 damage because I resist fire from my sword.
Oh, so you resist 1 damage,
That's enough.
which puts you at. That puts you at 0, but
That's
conscious. That's good. Blackbeak, you're up next.
To
To the captain! To the captain! To the captain!
That's what
I do a free action. Tell Blackbeak, I'm fine. Go.
Squawk!
Not that he might understand me, but
I think he
Yeah, well-
understands common.
Yeah, to an extent. So because he has the attack trick learned, he can attack anything he sees as a reasonable threat. So if he knows who his crew is, right? Like a dog gets friendly around.
Oh,
the
you
same
guys have
group
been
of people.
together now for a couple months. Yeah, he knows.
So he knows what's up. So he is going to fly his giant bird ass. Let's see. He can fly. He's got probably provoke. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he'll provoke from her.
All right.
That'll be fine. And he's gonna get down here and bite this lady. Right in front of him.
Miss. Do it.
Yes, definitely miss. Alright. Come on, bite.
Oh, it's a miss. Damn it.
Missed him.
Unfortunate.
Tis unfortunate.
She is going to 5 foot up and actually go for Owlbear. 17 is a hit.
Owlbear's going down.
Owlbear drops. He is unconscious. He is unconscious. That is real unfortunate. This pirate here is going to disengage and go over and try to attack this bird. 25?
Yep, that'll hit.
Oof.
Oh,
Things
what's
are
this?
not looking good for our heroes.
What does he say? Jeez.
That is 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, 9 damage.
Nisara.
Is going to actually just fly up and sting the captain.
Do it.
So that provokes from the 2 pirates, the captain
Isn't
and
she
the 1
still
pirate.
invisible?
was she
Nope.
invisible? No.
33 to hit.
Oh,
33
That
to
is a
hit.
possible crit. That is a confirmed crit.
Okay, go ahead.
well, Caius is about to go. Edward, you're
No,
about to become
no.
captain.
No. No, this is on Nisara.
Oh,
Is that weapon good or silver?
No, it is not. That is only 24
It's-
damage, and the
It's
fire
also
does
it's
not
also
go through.
dealing fire. Yeah.
Fire is 2, so you can say 22 damage, and then she has DR.
Yep. So that's 18 damage, I think.
Yep. She's still conscious.
Yeah.
10 does miss. The other pirate, though, will swing.
Yep.
13's a miss.
Yep.
And
And she will poof.
poof.
That's
Alright.
the last quick invisibility of the day.
Arlen Blackmane.
Shooting at the captain.
Love it. You do have precise
Ooh.
shot.
I do have precise shot.
Harlan in the
31
clutch! Oh my god! We watch as this
arrow through the
captain
ear.
is
Arrow through the
bringing
ear.
up his blade, ready to decapitate Caius. He brings it up, and the arrow goes through his hand, pins his hand to his head. He wavers, staring at Caius, who's at 0 HP, and just goes, "Lucky shot," and then collapses forward onto the deck. Oh my god, the rest of the pirates, seeing their captain get headshot. That's the second session in a row where you got
Look,
the
Yep.
craziest
My
fucking...
my fiance
Oh
made
my
this point, right?
God.
My fiance made this point. Dragon's Demand finale. I was here that one turn. Last week I was here. That had something about the library in itself
Oh
is
my
blessed.
god, it's blessed,
Oh my
man.
god, that's right.
It's blessed.
Oh my god.
There is a moment. There There is a moment as the sounds of the ocean, the creaking of the ships, all the pirates, still blades drawn, look around, and you watch as the enemy pirate crew begins to drop their weapons to the deck, and you start to hear this parlay, 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 parlay.
Oh,
Caius,
A
you're
heart.
breathing heavy. Slightly bloody. You're not bleeding heavy anymore. You're fine.
my heart's a
was
racing,
gonna-
boys.
Oh. I gotta be honest, man. That was perfectly timed.
That was a good. That was a good time.
Because there was going to be some more pirates moving in on Caius, and he was not in a good spot.
No,
there's
he
only one
wasn't.
left.
We're gonna
He's not in a
drag.
good spot.
We're gonna
Only
drag
the
our
pirate going on
boy.
13 would have had a shot at me.
Yeah.
We're gonna drag our boy and heal him.
Oh yeah, Besmara and priests and priestess will heal him up. Owlbear wakes up, looks around, instinctually swings at one of the pirates,
Edward grabs the
not
stick.
realizing the battle is over. Hold on.
Is the
22.
captain still?
Or-
Is the captain still alive technically, or is he dead?
No, he's dead.
I
dead.
think he's dead.
Okay.
He's brain dead.
Because I thought that was the only damage he took.
I
Damn.
just like
oh, no,
to
he took a
think
bunch of other damage.
I like to think that Harlan heard the line about the hat, and he was, I do the hat stealing around here.
Yep, he crushes this, he knocks this lady's leg out from under her and then crushes her face right before Edward's able to stop him. And he goes on a
Big man.
rage.
We're good.
We gotta get him. We gotta get him a weapon. We gotta get him a good weapon because that man fucks.
Turns over, looks at Caius, tries to hug him.
Don't touch me. You're all bloody.
Says the Asmodean covered in a blood pentagram.
I don't want to be covered in his blood.
So good. I'm going to pivot us back over to the RP channel as we get ready to kind of wrap up this encounter here. But you see that there are two ships. Now, one of these ships in the hold down below, you actually find the original merchant crew of this vessel, all killed. Well, most of them are killed. There's a couple that are still alive. You can actually gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do 7, so it's going to be 1d 12 plus 7. Yeah, oof, ugh. You can gain 8 additional crew if you would like to take them on.
Yeah, we lost some crew.
We lost some crew in the.
Are the majority of those the pirates?
Most of those, there's all pirates and one Sargovan
Merchantman.
who's if it's between dying and being a pirate, I yo ho. Yeah, it's all good. Beautiful. Great fight, guys. That got a little
Can I
scary
make a
there.
diplomacy check to reroll that d12?
Absolutely.
If I make a DC, what
100%.
DC do you want?
Let's do a DC. Let's do a DC 20.
All right. Hey.
14. Love it. Additional 6 crew members.
I'll give him a +2.
You find a couple hiding. In the hold, as it were. And I will add, you guys are now up to... You're up to 32 crew on top of your rest of your crew. So
We had
not too
50
bad.
some.
You've got...
You're like 48.
You've got about close to 50 crew members. Enough to crew, if you went with some skeleton crews, or just cast skeleton crew, if anybody can, you can definitely get these 2 ships back. And you also find aboard these ships, basically take some time, right? You start to investigate these 2 ships, take inventory, etc. There's enough here with all of this stuff to where you could spread your infamy around to a couple of different ports. Now, you've got the option here. You could take one of these ships. Could have 2 ships in your navy, or you could stick with 1 for now. Not get too big, not get too haughty for yourselves. 25 and 25 on 2 ships is not a bad idea, but also, maybe it's a little early. Your Besmaran priestess, Sandra, thinks it's still a little early to expand the fleet. She doesn't think you should expand the fleet until you become a free captain. Because not being a free captain basically makes you a target for guys like this, right? If you're a free captain and they target you, then the rest of the free captains come in and they fuck that person up, right? So basically, it's like you got to be part of the club first. So she says keeping a lower profile is probably better, but at the end of the day, Captain Caius, it is your decision.
I don't think any of these ships are worth it. They're too small.
Agreed. Absolutely.
But
Agreed.
we could sell them.
Oh, absolutely. We're taking
oh,
them.
yeah.
We're taking
Yeah,
them.
we're just,
Yeah.
we're just not taking
Yeah.
them as
And they
taking them as
had
fleet.
ballistae on there.
Yeah.
So they have
Yes.
stuff to sell with them.
I want to strip
There's
everything
a big
off
old
these.
ballista on there that you could add to your ship if you so choose. If you're
Okay.
feeling,
Would one might call it a heavy ballista?
I think they might actually. They might actually
Oh.
call that a heavy ballista.
Mhm.
Dare I say?
Dare you say? You
Let me go
dare say.
over- Let me go over here. One of these.
And it's real convenient that been training up the other guy on how to sail a ship, so we can sail two at once. It's crazy how that works. Oh.
Baba booey, baba booey.
Skeleton crew spell comes in handy.
Yeah, we can sell 3 at once with Patrick's skeleton crew.
I can-
right.
Remember, I can cast that more than once.
So I am now. I'm actually going to move.
How long does it last?
I'm looking at it real quick.
Yeah, how far out from goats? What was it? Goat's Head?
One day
I'm
level,
gonna
so I can do
You're
5.
a couple of days out from Goat's Head at this point.
Then
but
we're
I can do
good.
5 days.
Super good.
Oh, last.
So,
oh, yeah.
I want to show all the kids at home that I have mounted a heavy ballista to the bow of the ship. There you go. It's there. It exists.
Yeah.
It's super awesome. Loving that, which is super fun. Right, so you are traveling back, and we do a little bit of a montage of you guys heading back to Goat's Head, and you're able to sell off these 2 ships. Now, do you wish to use these primarily to expand your infamy and disrepute, and kind of build your pirate tale to give yourself some additional influence, as it were, in the region? Or would you like to turn some of this into hard cash, as it were, some gold?
What did we get for actual loot from the crew, like from the pirate captain and whatnot?
So as far as actual loot from the pirate captain, moment.
I just want to see that hobgoblin stand up, remove its hand from the arrow, and then basically turn into a hobgoblin skeleton.
Done.
Can we just leave the arrow at its head?
1,733 gold, effectively. But on
Okay.
that hobgoblin, you found a +1 keen flaming Falcata, which is worth some money to
Oh,
sell. And between selling the 2 ships, oh, you guys are gonna love this. Second. 6,608 gold.
6,000.
Okay. Let me do some maths here.
Please do.
Is that assuming we don't use them for infamy? Or is that selling the
Correct.
stuff in their holds?
That is selling stuff in their holds. I'm assuming you're selling the ship for infamy, but that is what you
Yes.
find in their holds.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys are doing some quick math,
Quick maths.
we cut to a bit of a montage of you guys getting back to Goat's Head, divvying up the plunder, giving your crew some time off to relax and blow off some steam. They're out getting into trouble and having some fun. And I'd like to cut to a scene. This is maybe a week or so later. Your crew's been out spreading word. Maybe you've even gained some additional, if you want to roll for it, additional crew members, spreading the word of all the badassery that is the Devil's Deed. We cut to a scene inside a local tavern. To Goat's Head, all right? A local tavern to Goat's Head, where you all have gathered. And Caius, you had mentioned to the voice in the sky that you were interested in hiring a master gunner to perhaps master and gun this new heavy ballista that you have recently had installed aboard Devil's Deed. I'd like to open the scene with you maybe discussing this, if you would, with your pirate crew. Take it away.
I think we could use our ballista to much greater effect if we had someone trained to use them. Everyone seems to struggle on aiming the thing and reloading it. And especially with the heavier one, it's going to only be more of an issue.
Aye, it does take a special touch. I agree with you. It's something I can learn in time, but I'm better used as an archer than a siege
That's-
engineer.
I've got some engineering skills, but having somebody designated would help quite a bit. It's a matter of finding one. This little shithole.
Caius, give me a perception check. Actually, everyone at the table, give me a perception check. What we got there? Got some numbers. Caius, you see that this man sitting like just one table over has been listening in on your conversation at the mention of Master Gunner and Heavy Ballista, and we all don't know how to use it. His attention has been piqued. You've piqued his attention. You've piqued his interest, as it were, and he's just looking over his shoulder, just not even really trying to hide it, just looking at you, and he's just got a little bit of a smile on his face.
And Caius kind of glanced over his shoulder once, twice, and the third time says, did you need something?
I could not help but overhear you were perhaps in the market for a Master Gunner.
We are. Did you happen to know one?
It would so happen to be that I do know a Master Gunner. I myself am a Master Gunner, and I, at this present moment, am a Gunner without a gun to gun. That is to say, a ship. My most recent crew and I had a bit of a, how do you say, falling out, as it were. So I am a, what is the term, a free agent in this moment.
What did you have a falling out over?
Well, they felt that, that is to say, just a disagreement about, what is the word again? I am sorry. The language of the Shackles is not my first. What is it? What is it? You see, the captain and his lady friend, he was not so happy when I made her my friend as well.
Let's see.
It was a
Well, your voice-
mutual agreement that I was not right for his particular ship.
I think it speaks to your credit that you didn't end up overboard.
I made him a lot of money.
It does
there
mean
is-
he's valuable.
Well, your words, not mine.
He desired to sleep with another man's wife. The lunar captain.
Oh,
Wife.
no.
He says
Do
wife.
not misunderstand me, sir. It was not his wife. It was his mistress. His wife was a different story at a different time, but we never discussed that.
Anyhow. Yes,
Caius
Captain, the fact
gives
that he's
a
still alive.
couple of claps.
And this
Well
man
done, sir.
raises his mug to... forgive me for not introducing myself at first. My name is Elliot. Everyone calls me El. I have heard, that is to say, heard some of your crew speaking of your exploits. However, I must say I have not heard of the Devil's Deed until this point. Are you a new pirate captain? Are you a free captain? Or simply making your way around?
A new pirate captain. We've been going for a couple of months now.
It is very interesting. That is very interesting. Might I join you at your table?
Of course.
Pulls
And,
up his
um,
chair, slides over.
I actually need to go AFK here for like 1 minute.
No, you're good. He's
So,
gonna
if everyone
turn.
should, other people can take up the conversation because I've
Yeah.
been hogging screen time.
He's gonna turn to the rest of the crew. So, I know that he is standing right here. That is to say, right here, sitting. But what can you tell me of your captain? And he like motions and whispers over to Wakir. Is it true that he takes donations? I have heard that he looks for blood, as it were.
Did I hear you say your name was Idiot?
No, that is Elliot, with an E.
I think I heard it correctly.
I can see you are the jokester of the crew. You and I will get along quite nicely.
Yes, I am the joker of the crew.
Yes. So I will call you Jokier.
Oh, here, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, yes, the captain takes donations, but not of gold.
Is this a requirement of the crew or something that we may, how do you say, decide to participate in or not?
You can choose.
I will say the captain does like to make deals, yes.
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 But when he will hold you to the letter.
Maybe Caius
any
goes to get
deal.
some
But
more
it-
drinks.
But it's not required.
Good. It is against my beliefs to donate blood. That is to say, the blood should stay inside of the body.
We have plenty of people who follow different gods on this ship. Wakir, Besmarin, I leave myself to the fickle winds of Gozra, her and himself. But we all
Gozura
get
is
along just fine.
is an interesting god, as far as I have heard. But I am not totally up to speed, as it were, on his comings and goings.
Well, sometimes Gozra you can be blessed. The wind's at your back. Other times, the waves are crashing across the deck, and you swear that you're all going to drown. But, it is as it is. And there's not a lot of paperwork, as it were. So, pretty easy to follow. Just, don't fuck with the nature, and the nature won't fuck with you.
That is true. That is true. Well, I consider myself, if I had to decide, a Canaanite, as it were. Drinking and having fun and, well, being free, as it were.
So, Eric, you said you work.
Elliot, but you may call me Ed.
Ethan, all right. So you said that you know how to work heavy ballista.
I know
How
how
long
to
have you been
work. I know how to work many different siege engines, as it were. I have I spent some time in last war, but this was a lifetime ago.
How long have you been doing it?
There are moments in my life that are, I must admit, I have a bit of a vice when it comes to the drink. There are moments of my life that I simply do not remember. At least 15 years, if I had to guess.
Caius steps back to the table with his drinks and clinks the drinks and clinks them down on the table and says, "We don't tolerate drunkenness aboard the ship.
Oh,
Get our
no,
other crewmen killed."
Captain. I'm not drunk. I just like to partake from time to time. Mostly when we are in port. Once I am on the ship, it is business and only business.
He settles into the seat.
So, Captain Caius, members of your illustrious crew, might I join?
You can prove you can work the ballista.
I would be happy to provide a demonstration.
Aye.
Looks to the others. Did I miss anything?
Just explaining our eclectic band of various god worshippers and how we all managed to get along and not step on each other's toes.
Let's see if
That's
this
your
guy-
vote then.
I want to see if this
Wonderful.
guy seems to be full of shit.
So, the only thing that you realize that he's probably not being completely forthright with you is his proclivity to drunkenness. He does worship Kalen Cadian, the drunken god. So, he seems like he's maybe holding a little bit of the truth, but the whole, I'm a master gunner and I've done this for many years, that all seems legit.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna leave.
Caius is fine with him drinking aboard the ship as long as he's fine with taking lashes.
No, Captain. I do not drink aboard the ship. When we are at sea, we are at sea. Drunkenness and seasickness go hand in hand. I do not wish to mix.
The captain
shrugs.
will hold you to that. And
He leans in, lifting a mug up between your faces so you can only see his eye. I would expect nothing less.
No, let's go demonstrate the ballista.
Oh, one more thing, Captain, if I may. I have a companion. that travels with me. I am hoping that there would be room for her as well.
What did she do?
She...
Nothing.
No, Captain. She is a companion to myself and others for the red coin.
Oh, she's a lady of ill repute.
No. She is not a lady of ill repute. She is a lady.
Of repute.
He smiles at that.
Kaya shakes his head and says, "She doesn't perform a role in the ship. She doesn't give us a place in the ship."
Captain is a role in keeping the crew satisfied and happy while they are at sea. Is this
She's
not an important part of a ship?
They don't have time
She
for that.
will-
See.
She would have.
Go ahead. Sorry, Patrick.
She would have to daily be checked for disease and treated as such. Luckily, we live in a fantasy world where we can cure diseases.
Well, you can just cast
like
cure
that.
disease, just like that. Click. He rocks his head back and forth. Well, I will break the news to her, Captain. It was worth a try to ask.
Caius chuckles and says, "I'm sure she would have loved a captive audience."
Conchaba would have had a fucking field day.
Jesus Christ.
What
that
is a
little
conchiba?
Oh
A
god.
fucking rat is what it is.
Fair enough,
A
Captain.
rat with a greasy mustache.
Well,
Yes,
I
it's
think we
useless.
should do a demonstration, and we make sure I am not full of sea shit, as it were.
All right.
So we cut to a scene aboard the Devil's Deed, and this guy's the real McCoy. Like, you set up some like target dummies and stuff, and he dead on. It's perfect. One thing that we have to do as you guys are getting ready to set sail back out into the fevered sea, as you're getting ready to set sail back out into the fevered sea, I need all of you make a perception check.
She's stuck on board. She's gonna sneak on board.
That was a 28.
24.
Where's the star?
It's pretty good, actually.
And technically the bird gets one too.
The non-talking bird, yeah.
Bird communicate with me. It's
All
fine.
right, so she's got to beat a 24.
Bird don't see shit.
Well, that didn't actually roll. All right, maybe roll that.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
they
it
rolled
did
a
roll.
two.
So, in the night you guys are getting ready to leave, we cut to a scene aboard the ship at dock still. And we see who would have made that check. Let's go and roll a d4. See which of you actually sees this happen. It's one. Who rolled first? It was
Zeb.
perfectly that it was Zeb. Zeb, you were on watch in the evening. And you actually see Elle, your new Master Gonner, as it were. I think I'm doing all right with the French accent. It's my first time.
Yeah.
Taking it out for a ride. I don't know how well it's going, but I'm enjoying it. And he starts to chalk you up. He's like, so it was Edward. Now, like me, have you always been a pirate, or is this a later in life decision? What is the term? A midlife crisis? Yes.
How long you been on the ship?
Me? It has been 2 days since I joined your crew.
All you need to know is I'm the first mate.
Hey?
What I tell you goes. You don't cause problems on this ship until you have earned a spot.
I would never cause a problem on your and it's at this moment that you can tell he's trying to distract you. As you look over at one of the lines that is tying the ship to the dock, you see a figure crawling, like crawling across the line. I would never try to cause problems aboard the Devil's Deed. It is my intent to be that is to say, valued member of your crew.
Just as fast as possible, Edward is going to have his cutlass pressed up against his groin.
Oh my.
And that's one lie.
Look,
Lie to me again and I'm going to gut you balls to brain. Who the fuck is that?
That is my, who is who?
And I'm going to slowly start pressing the blade, like not
Oh,
cutting him, but like
Okay. What? Oh, that person right there. That is, my companion, Carissa. She is a... Well, truth be told, she is my wife.
Edward is going to grab his whistle that he has
Oh, no,
around
no.
his neck.
No. Let me talk to her. And, I will sort this out.
Bring her on the ship.
Yes, sir. As you command. And he goes over and he helps her on board. And she is a black-haired elven woman with a bunch of tattoos over her, kind of like over her chest. Like she's wearing sort of loose-fitting clothing. She looks like a lady of ill repute, unfortunately.
Mhm.
And he goes, "My love, this is the first mate of the Devil's Deed. What he says goes."
We're gonna have a meeting. And I'm going to grab L by the shirt and I'm going to start dragging him towards
Oh
the
my.
captains.
Okay. I love you, darling.
And
You look beautiful as the first day I met you 3 weeks ago.
oh no, she's coming with.
And he looks over and goes, "I told you this would be exciting." And we cut to a scene inside. Caius, you are awoken.
Yeah, no, Edward definitely yells Caius to use. There's been conversations about Narissa or
Yeah.
whatever her name is.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Edward is being louder than usual about
Love
this,
that.
specifically for the reason of so she can hide.
Love that. Let me add him.
And as I walk
One-
past one of the ports that go downstairs,
Yeah.
I'm definitely hollering for
I love it.
Harlan and Wakir.
All right. So Harlan,
As well.
Wakir, all of you gathered together. There is Elle. There is Carissa, his elven wife, apparently of 3 weeks. And it is late in the night. You're awoken. And cut to a scene of the 5 of you, 6 of you at this point, all gathered together. There's a few of the other crew whispering, kind of like talking to themselves. And how would you like to handle this?
So Harlan was also asleep. So when he shows up, he's just has on like pants, boots, and he's like smoking a cigarillo. And
Yeah.
so he's like all these tattoos, and he's got his bow in his hand. He's like, "What the fuck was this about?"
So
Gentlemen,
one question before we get on. Did he already sign on to the crew? Like, did he sign a contract?
He's been with us
or
for a couple
whatever?
days.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's 2 days.
Okay. That's all.
Captain,
Uh-oh. Yes, you can get your ballista enchanted to a +1 in this port.
Okay, that's all. They can't get the distance on there.
Not yet, unfortunately.
Okay.
Edward is going to essentially, like, he's still holding him
Yeah.
by the scruff of his shirt.
Yeah.
Apologies, Captain, for waking you. I would like to bring forth an issue. Gentlemen,
Already.
sorry for waking you. And he's going to push L, and he's going to use, like, the back of his blade, like, the spine, like, not cut her or anything, but he's going to use it to slowly guide
Ouch. That is very sharp.
his wife in front of him.
Hello?
And he's going to explain the situation of, I told you that this little fucker wasn't going to listen.
Oh, no.
Who the fuck?
I
I'm
listened.
talking now. Shut
I'm
the fuck up.
sorry.
I told you he was going to bring her along. And lo and behold, she's here. Now, I followed orders. We went with a vote. He's in. How would
Aye.
you like to handle this, Captain?
He signed on. He's mine. That
You
said,
are, you little shit.
this woman tries to sneak aboard again. We won't kick her out in port. We'll kick her out 10 miles out.
What's this about being your wife after 3 weeks?
Elliot, up to this point, has been very nonchalant about everything. And Elliot's expression turns very sour. And he looks over to the woman, Carissa.
And he looks back to the captain, back to Narissa,
Marissa.
Narissa, back to the captain. My love, it is the life of a pirate to be a tragedy. Unfortunately, this is where our paths separate. He looks to him and says, "Son of a bitch, you still owe me 200 gold." He goes, no. That was, it was all about love. Why would I owe you gold? We were married. I never agreed to marry you. I snuck on board because I was trying to get what you owe me. No, my dear. It was tit for tat. Bitching back. It is what, Captain, I have changed my mind. I think she should stay on board. No, actually, 10 miles out. Perfect. Perfect idea. Captain, do not give me any special treatment.
I think his 200 gold he owes this creature. He should be paid, and he has to work it off.
If I have a choice, I would prefer to go with the captain's second option of 10 miles out. But that is just my opinion.
Caius stands there holding his greatsword in his hands, kind of taps it on the deck.
Silence.
You came aboard to rob us.
She says, no, I came aboard to rob him.
I think he has the 200 gold.
I don't know what he has.
Gonna
What do
beat
you
it
have?
out of him, weren't you?
He says, a few hundred gold.
Caius shakes his head and says, this is a matter that developed upon shore and should be resolved upon shore unless my officers leave otherwise. We haven't left yet.
Let's say have him pay her and be done with it.
She looks at him.
I agree with the first mate. Just give her the money, and then she could fuck off.
Oh, Carissa, I'm sure there is a way. She slaps him. Oh, okay. The marriage is done. And he hands her a pouch of gold. She opens it up, looks at it, tightens it up. Captain, permission to leave your ship, sir?
Didn't want you here in the first place.
He nods, departs off the ship. He says, goodbye, my love. It has been quite a marriage. Well, now that is sorted,
Edward is going to see her off the ship. Edward is a little steamed right now. I need to get away from this little shit.
And now that has been solved, thank you, Captain, for, again, inviting me on your crew, and I think it will be quite an adventure.
Caius looks at him and says, after initial contract's up, the next one we're signing in blood because I can't trust you.
Oh, no, Captain. I understood. And I think that's actually a great moment for us to wrap up today's session on that blood note, as it were. And I just want to say,
get his ass killed.
Great job, everyone. That was super fun. Loved the fight. Loved the role play. You now have a master gunner, Elliot, or L, as it were. And great job, idiot, as Wakir likes to call him. Jokier, as it were. And I think I did okay with the French accent. I really did. I think I did all right. I think I kept in it. I watched this video earlier about how to do a proper French accent, and it's just drop the H's. You don't do, it's hotel, not hotel, hotel. And it was all right. I think I'll have to practice it some more, but I like L. We'll see what happens with him. I think he's a fun character. We'll see what happens.
Was the video you watched Ratatouille?
As long as he's more useful than like annoying. Like he has to keep that useful level above the annoying level. As soon as it surpasses it, the fucker's gone.
Gone. 10 miles out. Done.
Edward already doesn't like him.
Harlan's like, I bet we could find a fucking dwarf we could pay half as much and it'd be just as good.
Yep. Edward is.
Narwhal's like, I have brothers. I have brothers.
Edward strives for
I think
loyalty.
one of them actually. He's a gunner. Not a good one, but he's a gunner. Not half the gunner I am, but that's neither here nor there. So, but great session, everybody. As I always say at the end of every session, any final thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns before we get ready to wrap up today's session?
The combat got close there.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah,
scared
it
for
got really
Caius.
close.
I
Yeah,
hadn't even gotten a call lightning out yet, so no, we were
Yeah.
going to be fine.
Yeah, we were
So-
good. Well, as I always say at the end of every session, thank you so much to the players for playing. This has been an absolute delightful show and series to be running and playing with you guys. It is. I'm excited to see where it goes. We've got a delightful crew, a delightful cast, and things are going to start to heat up. Thank you to the viewers for viewing as well. You guys are awesome. It's always fun to have some folks watching, and happy gaming, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday, same game time, same game place for session 13. Unlucky or maybe lucky 13, depending on what sort of 13 you follow behind. But until then, be well, be safe, and again, happy gaming. Good night, everybody. And I'm going to end the stream.